to blow that money, sir.
I'm here. I'm here, but guess we're not playing a modded save. Luckily, I have a backup. I have Teddy Radco maps ready for vanilla in the event that the game ever crashes. Oh, chat, stretch it out. Feeling really sore from the gym last night. Got a crazy story to tell you. Me versus Raccoons Part 2. They came back for blood. It was wild. Kind of wild. A little bit shooken up. A little bit might change my bike route. I might change my bike route. Launch into vanilla with mods. So we will see. Question, how does audio sound? Because I'm watching... City Skylines doesn't usually like launching when I'm streaming. Usually. typically. But I'm doing it vanilla, that's why. So maybe it's fine? I don't know, it typically doesn't like it. We will see. We will see. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a conspiracy theory person. But it sure as heck seems like the game becomes more unstable the closer we get to Cities 2. But I'm not a conspiracy theory person. I don't you know what I mean? I don't invest my time into conspiracy theories, but it does seem awfully interesting that the closer we get, you know, it just seems the performance gets worse the closer we get to Cities 2. And I also forgot LUTs and themes. This should be a great time. I'll be there in 1 sec. There are some. Yeah, this'll work. We're not gonna build. It's just, you know, we do a shorter stream anyways. This'll do. Yeah, I thought about I don't mind being on camera because we do it on Twitch. So I got my start on like here. Hi everybody. I don't mind being on camera. We got our start over on Twitch before we ever did YouTube, and that's face cam all the time. But then I was like, I don't know. Sometimes it's nice to not. Also, I'll go in here. This is what I'm looking at. Vanilla, baby. I mean, I guess this is a good comparison, eh? To like Cities 2. But yeah, so I don't mind being on camera, but I was like, dude, do people even care? Like, should I just not be on camera for YouTube streams? But I guess $2.20 does camera. And he'd be like the person that I look up to the most. I mean, I changed my entire intro and outro because of $2.20. So I don't know, like, he does it. I think people really like that $2.20 does face cam on YouTube. Again, we've been doing it on Twitch for full time for a year, but regular for two years. Yeah. Yeah, it's, I don't know. YouTube streaming's fun. YouTube streaming's fun, but like the delay in chat is kind of wild. The delay in chat, I'm not like a big fan of. Also, if I turn, does that? No, this does help, eh? Kind of. It just feels really, I don't know, kind of dark, you know? Like CS1 vanilla, I always found it looked really dark. You know? We have, wait. How do we have a cube map, though? Oh, because I had the cube map replacer mod. I just forgot my themes. Never mind. Everything's fine. It's probably the cube map that's making it dark, then. If I do... Oh, what is it called? Cloud Layers, I think, is pretty fire. No, it's still dark. Okay. Also, Shake, welcome in! Chat, hope you all enjoyed the video. They're longer this time, so book off a couple days of work, because each video is an hour. I don't know how Kodiak is gonna deal with it. You know, because he reacts to the videos live on stream. And so I don't know how Kodiak is gonna... It takes him a long time, and now every video is an hour. So, you know, we'll see how he deals with that. It's gonna be a fun time. I had to leave the CS2 premiere suddenly. Just dropping it for a second to say it was fun. Yeah, Teddy map. Yeah, I meant to. I was supposed to be showing something off different. I loaded it in the background and it crashed. So that's that's cool. So we're just gonna mess around here. We do shorter streams anyways on the like for this. This will be the last. Well, there'll be other live streams because it's based off like special moments. But yeah, we do shorter ones just because like if you guys have any, I'm just like basically here. If anybody has questions about CS2, I'll try my best to answer it. And yeah, you know, hang out after the premiere. Also, what happened to this road got really sus, eh? This Sweet Teddy. Yeah, Bloodboy, have a great day. Have a great heckin' day. So cool to see you. And Sag, welcome in, Sag. And Octopolis, welcome in. Yeah, I think so too, Octopolis. I think it does give a little bit more personal touch. Like, I remember when Prez live streamed, and that was a huge moment where it's like, we get to see Prez. Who is Prez? So it's also kind of hyped. Like, that was a pretty... People were pretty hyped for that moment. Let's get that good feeler view as well, too. Turn that up. But yeah, it's like, I don't know, it's like a bittersweet day. The video wraps up, but we still have content coming. So that was just like a 3-part series where we were limited. Now, I can't share, despite the fact that the date is out there. I double-checked the NDA Discord that I'm in. I double-checked it to see, like, what can we share? And I don't think I can share it until tomorrow, what the future content is. So expect that in, like, a community tab. Because I don't think I can share it. And, like, today, I mean, which would have been really cool. You know, live stream would have been cool to share it. But it is what it is. But there's more content coming that's early access. And we're not restricted. I can share that. Like, it'll be non-restricted content. Can I see the... Yeah, there it is. Which will be super nice because it'll be the start of a series. So essentially, the YouTube series that I plan to do going forward is going to be the content that comes out coming up next. And it does seem like if I still check the poll, Vancouver, Toronto is kind of crushing it, yeah? Like, last I checked, I thought Rural Canada would have won. But last I checked, yeah, I don't know, it was kind of wild. Vancouver, Toronto, like, if you want to take a look here. Okay, yo, 69, okay. But, like, 459 votes, 69% for Vancouver, Toronto. Like, I don't know what the math breaks down, but that's a lot of people. 31's not bad for Rural Canada A, but I think people want to see this series stay in City Skylines 1. You know what I mean? Like, this, yeah. Like, I think that's what's going on in the polls, that people want to see the other ones stay. Which, you know, makes sense. Also, I wanted to do a default style on here. Do I not have... Okay, there's no... We don't have European? Okay. There's no European style? Okay, cool. That's great. Seems go big to start, yeah. And there's also, like... I can mess with... It'll be tough because there's no bikes. I'm going to utilize... So I've been talking to Teddy a lot, right? And I'm going to utilize pedestrian spaces. So pedestrian paths. I'm going to utilize those as sort of what bike paths would be. Because Teddy had mentioned that, like... He brought up a cool point of, like... If they do add pedestrian... Or if they do add bike lanes... to the game, right? Like bike paths that you could draw out, would they not be a similar size to our current pedestrian paths? And that made sense to me. I was like, yeah, okay, yeah, I could see that. Who knows, right? We don't actually know, but it would make sense, right? And so it got me thinking that, like, if they're going to be relatively the same size, again, we don't know. This is just hypothetical. And if we think they're going to be a similar size, then... Yeah, I'm going to use pedestrian paths where I would put bike paths and see how it kind of works and, like, how it goes together. So, yeah, yeah, exactly. Exactly, Maverick. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Yeah, and the assets would make it hard. It's still doable because of the new system. But yeah, especially if, like, it's a new game and people really want to see everything, then you would want to do a big city, right? Like, if everybody wants to see stuff, like what, you know, like what, you know, what's all in the game, then you want to show off the tall buildings, right? And then it would make sense that you're not doing a small town build. Like, you kind of want your first series on a new game that comes out. You're riding the wave of hype and all the new people coming back to it. You'd want to showcase everything and not, like, day one, limit yourself and be like, no, I'm doing small town only. And so I'm limited now. I can't do all this other stuff. So I do think that kind of makes sense as well too. Which I should do. No, that's fine. I'll use node controlling. Maybe the novelty of Simu zoning high-rise towers instead of plopping. As soon as they get find it, we're switching. I don't care what build I'm on. As soon as I get move it and find it, I'm switching. I will say I was kind of sad that move it was not base game. I feel like maybe other people felt this way as well too, but I really thought that if there was ever a sequel to City Skylines, that it would have move it, you know? Like that was kind of my thinking. And so it was kind of sad to see no move it in base game. Because you think about, like, I played console for a year first, and I really think about, like, console players and how much of a W it is. Of course, the delay really sucks for sure, but getting the game for console players is going to be such a big W. Yeah, same, Karen. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, Octopus, I did think so, especially when it's like, they use the terminology a lot, saying it's the most realistic city builder game ever, but then it doesn't have bikes at launch. And so I'm like, okay, I mean, realistic if you're building Gary, Indiana, but I don't know that the majority of people want to build Gary, Indiana, you know? It might be, it's realistic to some cities, sure. But, you know, especially when it's like, they're based out of Tampere, you know? They're from Finland. So you'd have thought that bikes would be base game, but I'm sure they had a reason for it, right? Like, I'm sure they had a decent reason for it, yeah. What about the mods that are partially built into CS2? That's going to be annoying for the modders. Yeah, that's kind of like half the job is done, right? But then some of this stuff makes sense because it's like they have a decent amount, like they've hired a lot of people. You know what I mean? Like they've hired a lot of modders for the game. You know, Max Sergey works for Colossal Order now, and he's the maker of Network Multi-Tool, which is the most popular one. Or actually, maybe Intersection Marking Tool might be Mac's most famous mod. But like Intersection Marking Tool, Network Multi-Tool, Node Controller, that's all Max Sergey. And Mac now works for Colossal Order, right? Bad Peanut works for... actually, I think Bad Peanut is on PDX now. But regardless, they've hired, whether it's Paradox or Colossal Order, they've hired a lot of people that, you know, mod the game. Which is really, really cool to see. It kind of... yeah, I don't know. It's pretty heckin' hype. I should have done the, let's see if City Skylines have been, well, we have mods, but we actually don't have visual mods, except a little bit of reshade. But disregard this huge, scary box. This is kind of vanilla. This is a cool map, too. It's kind of beautiful. It kind of reminds me of, like, Ontario. Like, you could probably build Toronto on this map. Actually, you could easily build Toronto on this map. There wouldn't even be a question. You could use Glumslav, and I think I'm butchering the name of that, and build Toronto on it, you know? It would be kind of cool. Yo, Demetrius, welcome in. I have 2 questions. Tell us about fall trees. Yeah, okay. Actually, yeah. Right. I have 2 stories I need to catch you all up on. So let's just hang out here and enjoy the view of the ocean, yeah? Or the lake. We'll call this Ontario. So two stories I gotta catch you up. Obviously, everybody wants to hear Cities 2 first, instead of me fighting off raccoons a second time on the same path at the exact same spot. You couldn't write a story more crazy than that, but we'll discuss that later on. Number 1. So I did post on Monday in Discord canceling stream because I was going to redo the video, and that is because we did get an update. Yes, as you have seen now, it did include fall trees. It did also include a huge texture update, and the game looks better, much better. I backtracked on redoing the video after starting it. I wasn't happy with it. It was really just stressing me out a lot, and I was more happy with the video that I had that you all saw today. And it was made a day before the update, so it's still current. But I was much more happy with the video that I did that you all saw today, so I stuck with that, as did Slay 3K. I know I talked to Slay a lot, and it really kind of calmed the nerves because I was stressing about it. I was like, oh man, I have to redo the whole video now. You know, this happens 2 days before the video's supposed to be out. Like, this is not ideal. So it still wasn't ideal. I wish that they would have done that sooner. But the update, as cool as it was, didn't warrant, you know, recreating an entire video for me. And I, you know, talked to Slay, who helped a lot with that and understanding that. So that's what happened with it. But yeah, fall trees are a thing now, as you'll see in videos. Fall trees are a thing. Winter trees are a thing. And they look so freaking cool. Like, I really was wondering if this would be a thing by launch. It is. Apparently, it seems like it. You'll see it in our videos. Now, take it with a grain of salt. There's still plenty of time for launch. They could backtrack it. But yeah, she saw in the videos, fall trees are a thing, and trees now go through the colors of fall and winter. I haven't reached spring, so I can't share on that, but it looks so cool. Also, Gamer, welcome in. But yeah, it is really cool. The textures look amazing. So good. Worrisome for, actually, I can't even talk about that, but like, yeah, it's still on NDA. I gotta be careful. But the trees look awesome. The trees look really good. So second story, for those of you that don't know, that aren't around Twitch and only hang around YouTube, maybe like a month ago, I was biking home and I got jumped by some raccoons. They came out of nowhere and I smashed into one of them, unfortunately. Luckily, the raccoon, I think, was okay. It walked away. But I smashed into it and got launched off on my bike. And I thought that they were going to, like, attack me. And it was a dark part of the seawall and it was like maybe 11, almost midnight. And so there wasn't really people around. So I was kind of on my own. And it was dark, so I could barely see them except glowing eyes. And so I thought I was done for. I thought that they were going to pounce me and I was going to just, like, get mauled. But they didn't, because as I found out, raccoons don't really have rabies in British Columbia, is what I found out when I went to the hospital to see if I need to go through the rabies treatment, which is a hellish treatment. But I didn't, because I didn't get bit. Thank God. I don't know how. And they said everything was fine. So this happened about a month ago. Yesterday, biking home at the exact same spot. This one's really freaky. At the exact same spot, at almost the exact same time. Like, you couldn't write this. Same spot, same time. I come around and I stop my bike. I go a lot slower now. I'm a lot more cautious in that area. I stopped my bike, and it was the freakiest thing ever, because in the trees, so it's surrounded by trees, right? And that adds to why it's really dark. You know, fall and autumn are coming, so there's not as many leaves, so it's a little bit brighter. But in the trees are raccoons on this side and this side, glowing eyes, just staring at me. So I came around, I saw something to my side. I was like, what is this? And I look at it. And it's raccoons. Like, you can tell, you can make up the shape of them. It's raccoons. They're in the trees above me, just staring at me. And I freaked out. It was so scary. I was like, there's no way they're back. But here we are. Luckily, they didn't attack. Nothing bad happened this time. And I just gunned it. I have never pedaled so fast in my life. I booked it out of there and made it home, and everything was fine. But yeah, that's what happened there. So that's what I've been up to. I am thinking about taking a new bike route. I am thinking about taking a new bike route because I was not enjoying that, you know? Yeah, that was that was extremely freaky. I was just like, what is happening? But yeah, you just like look up and you see that they're on the trees on both sides of you. And it's like, okay, well, not ideal, you know? Not ideal. Yeah, remember when Moose didn't have ads, you know? Yeah, it's classic to Scythe moment, eh? Y'all remember when Moose didn't have ads? That was cool. Also, huge shout out to City Planner Place, man. That was like I'm kind of, you know, regardless of if anything crazy comes from it, I'm kind of like fanboying really hard and kind of speechless. But City Planner Plays shouted me, Toady, Teddy, and Slay out, and that was just really, really cool. Like, what the heck? Like, that's, I don't know, that was mind-blowing. Wild. So huge shout out to City Planner Plays. That was like a bucket list moment. I didn't think that would ever happen. Good old Twitch. Yeah, the chat is kind of the chat itself is better on Twitch, eh? Like, because even in OBS Studio, I can't, like, there's a wild delay, first off. But then, and you can't change it. That's YouTube that controls the delay. But, like, I can't interact with messages like I can on OBS, or Twitch, like on Twitch. So, like, if I, even the button, it doesn't do any, yeah, so I can't do anything. So I'm at the mercy of my mod team. You know, here, I mean, I have a separate window tabbed, right? That's like, gives you the breakdown, this like little window, right? Gives you a little breakdown, what's going on, stream is, what's happening. But, here I can interact, right? So in this window, I can interact with chat and do stuff, but I can't even like make this window bigger, eh? But like, I can properly interact here. But yeah, I don't know. It's very like, it's very interesting. You can also check stream health too. It's a cool window here, but like the OBS window, I can't do anything, you know? I can't interact with chat. I can just see chat. Yeah, and the redeems and stuff. It is a nice, like, it is a nice kind of break from it. Also, this is just like a random build because the thing crashed. So let's do something wild. Let's do some crazy roundabout area. But yeah, chat, yeah. I think people do, yeah, with the redeems and stuff like that. But I have seen that you can, you can sort of, you can do some stuff on Twitch, right? Or on YouTube streaming, right? Like you can do some sort of, redeems. I think I've seen some people that have done redeems. I feel like you can sort of, but like, I don't know, maybe not fully. Oh, I also want to do roads connecting first. Let's get rid of that. What do we have? More demand for residential. Okay, let's do that. Never heard of it. Twitch. Also, Panther, welcome in. Yeah, it's a wild place. It's a fun place, but it is a wild place. A wildly fun place, you know? I really want to drag the roads through roads here, but I can't. And it makes me sad, you know? It makes me kind of sad that I can't, you know? Should just make this farmland, eh? Man, this should be so much easier in Cities 2. Honestly, I cannot wait for all of you to get your hands on Cities 2. It's does a lot of cool things. And there's still times, like, I do still miss City Skylines 1. There's still stuff that I think City Skylines 1 does better. But that's good. It's all stuff that, like, modders and asset creators would fix. It's nothing reflective of the game as a whole. It's literally just me missing mods and assets, right? That is the only downfall that I've seen so far. I saw something yesterday that oh, I should have shared it with Cuboid, but I saw something yesterday, and I cannot talk about this, but I saw something extremely hype for Cities 2 that a lot of people are gonna really, really like. So just get hyped. It's dope. I'm excited for everybody to see the game. We can do farming, yeah? Also, I wonder... Yeah, we could do farming. And yeah, if anybody... Oh, God. If anybody has questions, feel free to ask away. I'll try my best. We're still on NDA, right? But I can try my best, yeah. What is better in... Yeah, I would say mods and assets. The ability to, like... So two things that I don't like about City Skylines that I don't think are realistic for how I play the game, but it's also just that, like, I like City Skylines 1 for the discussions that we can have about urbanism, nerding out over cities, talking about, like, you don't know, like, I approach it from, like, the urbanist standpoint, right? And, so crafting these realistic cities, detailing all that stuff. And so you don't really, like, you can make beautiful cities still, but I still find, even watching Infrastructurist, who, if I look at all the builds, $2.20 is really good, Infras is really good, $2.20 is really good, and City Planner Plays is really good. I think Infra might have my personal favorite city from the videos. Even with that, how good it looks, how well that Infra did, I still find areas where I'm like, I wish he could plop the way he normally does, because it would be more realistic, right? So I always find that zoning is not the most realistic, and what was the other one? Zoning up, progression. Even though progression in the tree is so much better in Cities 2 because it's not population-based. I know some people don't like that. I think that's amazing because it means you don't have to worry about population and you can create a city the way you want to. If you want to make a small city, you could do that because you're not bound to population to get things that you want. I still think the things that unlock and the way it goes is unrealistic, even though you have more control. A lot of the assets just don't really make sense for starting out a city. Your funeral home, for example, that's this huge cemetery asset, and it's gorgeous. That's not a focal point of the city, and you had to place that early on. It's just a lot of that stuff doesn't make sense. Now, they do have Unlock All. That does combat that for sure. We couldn't do that in this series, obviously. So that will be a big factor that I will likely be an Unlock All player. And that's just because it's how I create cities, right? I don't start with like, like here, you don't start with like a huge medical clinic necessarily. I don't know. It's hard to say. Like the way that cities start has never been properly showcased in City Skylines. Like if they started with rail, now we'd be getting places because so many cities start, like rail came first, so much of this, and dirt roads and all this, right? If you think about how cities are formed and where cities exist and why cities are where they are and look how they look, it just never feels reflective in vanilla. Unless you use Unlock All, and zoning just never feels realistic to me. It's realistic in the sense of like, here's commercial zone. Like from a planning standpoint, it's realistic, but the way that stuff comes in, is it realistic? Like if you look at this, most of the homes would face this road, probably not this road. You'd have homes that face on this road are going to be, you know what I mean? Like it's better with the mods. That being said, if the only stuff that I'm missing, and it's not even necessarily the assets, sure, there's definitely some, but the assets are so good in Cities 2 that I only really find myself wanting 3 things currently. Move It, Anarchy, and Find It. That's all that's the only 3 mods that currently I find myself wanting, right? Move It, Anarchy, and Find It. 3 mods, and I typically play with up to, 60 mods currently. And there's only 3 mods I want because I don't even need graphics mods. I don't need graphic mods. We could completely rule out 3 mods out of 60. Come on, right? Like it's kind of, like that to me. Hopefully that showcases to all of you that like there'll be bugs. There'll be stuff that people aren't happy with. That's just how it goes, right? They can't please anybody, and nobody could with a city builder. Well, except SimCity 4, but nobody could. But there's nobody better, to have doing this. And I think a lot of people, whether you have your frustrations or your concerns, I feel like a lot of people are going to be pleasantly surprised when they get their hands on City Skylines 2 in a very positive way. And the autumn trees, baby! The autumn trees. So good. I'll get caught up on chat here, though. Also, Madish, I will be back. I know I've been, and this goes to every streamer, Toby, every Twitch streamer. I've been very absent from Twitch aside from streaming myself. There's just a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. I just haven't been in a Twitch mood. Even Ty 11s, I stopped by to say hi and then was lurking. Just some behind the scenes stuff. A lot of stress with this video. It's done now and I feel a lot better. So expect to see me around Twitch now. Now. Okay, let's get caught up on chat. And yeah, for those that weren't here earlier, 2 stories to share. Autumn trees are in the game. Trees go through a life cycle. That's really cool. And number 2, I got not attacked, but I got ambushed by the raccoons who came back for round 2. I won this time, so it's a level score 1-1. However, I will be biking a new route. I've had enough of the raccoons, and I'm scared. They were in the trees waiting for me, and it traumatized me, and now I'm taking a new bike route to the gym. Anyways, let's get caught up on chat, yeah? One thing that annoys me about YouTube's chat is the heart react icon on the top of the most recent chat message. The heart react icon. Oh, yeah, because I don't see that here. Interesting. The heart react icon. Oh, no, yeah. Heard. No, I see what you mean, Q. I see what you mean. Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah. What is better in CS1? Yeah, okay, yeah. So we dived into that. Yeah, we can't talk about editors, and I can't talk about performance, yeah. On a scale of 1 to very hype, how much do you think me personally... Oh, you're gonna love it. Madish, you're never going back to CS1. I promise you. The way that you play, Madish, I don't mean to overhype you, but I'm gonna overhype you. Because I saw something yesterday that, on top of the fact that we now have trees that go through a life cycle properly, visually, everything that I have seen, and this goes to show that so much game development can happen in the final months. People start thinking like it's the final month, everything we see is final. Hell no. In this last week, the week prior, and especially Monday, I had seen so much development in CS2 that, like, y'all are in for a hype time. Now, take it with a grain of salt. Maybe you'll love it, maybe you'll hate it. Don't let my words, dictate that, make your, form your own opinions. But I am going to hype you up, Madish, and say that you're never going back to CS1. Yeah, from everything that I've seen, you're not going to go back. There might be some stuff, Madish, where you're like, this is frustrating, I wish that they did this. Like, why is Move It not base game? I really am, wish that was a thing. But, so there'll be little things like that where you're like, it would be cool if we get a mod for this in the future. But I think the big point is, all of this stuff can wait. If I don't get Move It, Find It, etc. on launch day, that will not dictate, like, I'm going to wait and not play the game. You know what I mean? Like, I think frustrations aside, you're not going back to CS1. As much as I would like to see, still content in the future from you, you're not going back. Yeah, you're not going back. Yeah, plopping over zoning all day. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Plopping on buildings is just not realistic for some people. Yeah, from a time perspective, exactly. Yeah, so that exactly, which is why I'll need mods for it to play the game I really want to. But the fact that I'm not concerned, like, I don't know, that zoning... Also, what in God's name happened here? That zoning is not... Like, I want Find It, but I'm not too annoyed by zoning. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know. And I obviously get why they did zoning. Yeah. It's just like, I'll show you right now how zoning's not realistic. Say that this is a Dutch city, right? Say that this is a Dutch city. Let's use a tiny little road. We'll use gravel. What do we have space here? So say that this is a Dutch city. Let's just come in with some wild one. We've got, like, we'll just do some interesting road layout here, right? And we're gonna put our church, I guess the only church asset you have is going to be associated with the cemetery, right? Which, first off, already is... Actually, no, we're not going to use any mods here. No mods, no Move It or anything like that. So there's your church area that you're going to build stuff around, right? So even if I come in with a road here, let's get some zoning around it. See how the zoning is? It's not realistic for European cities at all in the slightest because the buildings are pushed up. There's so limited space in old towns, right? The buildings are so pressed up against each other that you just cannot achieve a realistic old style European city. And a lot of European cities in vanilla, people try and it looks good, but it'll never be what I chase, right? And I get that I'm not the, they're going for the vanilla thing, but just to showcase why I'll always side on you know, placing stuff over zoning is because, again, if we go in and we'll go ahead and zone. I don't have the European theme, I don't think. I will place some, like, let's just do high density and just see. Just so you get an idea of what that will look like, you know? But the zoning in CS2 is exactly the same, in my opinion. I find that the zoning in City Skylines 2 breaks easier, which is kind of upsetting. But it's, if you play Cities 1, it's kind of the same. Yeah, it's kind of like, there's no difference. You know what I mean? Other than I found that it breaks easier, but that's probably because I'm getting to know new road tools, right? Yeah. Yeah, Natalie, please lurk away. Lurk away. Do all the lurk away. Yeah, another rack attack. I don't know. We mentioned being actively around it. It'll be great. Yeah, I'm back. I'll be back today. It's been a heckin' time. So all the Twitch streamers, because I have not touched Twitch at all. I've just like taken a break. Like when I've been done editing for the day, I'm just like, yo, hands up. I literally have been playing like, I've been going outside. Like I've been going outside more than ever lately to just be in the moment. You know, I know it sounds cringe, but to just be like, I don't know, lately I've been on this big kick of like going down by the ocean, just looking out over the ocean and just like being thankful for life, you know? Appreciating that I'm here, because I could not be here, you know, but I am here in this moment. And so just appreciate, you know, life with all its ups and downs. And getting outside has helped a lot to like kind of clear my head when it comes to video creation and whatnot. And what I want to do. But you can see it right here, right? None of the buildings are side by side like you'd see. You know, I get that they're not Dutch assets or anything like that, right? But yeah, plop all day. But like you're saying, Madish, and zoning does make sense for certain people, for sure. Which I'm not surprised why they did that. Accessibility, reaching the biggest audience will always be their #1 focus. Yeah. I wonder how many hours the devs are working now. Oh, it's got to be crazy, Maverick. Yeah, I imagine it's got to be like wild. Yeah. Oh, yeah, they've got it. Yeah. Yeah, enjoy, Demetrius, enjoy. And Phobia, welcome in. Zone's not great CS1 vanilla, yeah. I tried many times and have gotten quite good at it, but it always look, yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that's the thing, right? There are some people that get really good at it. They're able to line it up, but I just think it would have been cool if they did, like, I don't know how you do it, but like imagine a tool where you can choose the zoning, if that makes sense. Like imagine if there was a way for you to come in and a tool and see this and like draw out your zoning. You know what I mean? And like have it so that they connect and the buildings connect themselves. Like I think that would be really cool to have a way to just clean up these gaps, because it's not terrible. It works better for North American, right? The zoning, the way that they have it is definitely, you know, American centric. That's where it works best, is grid cities, right? But it would be cool to see that, like an option to control the zoning more for your playstyle. Yeah. Personal preference, no shade on people who... Yeah, exactly. No, that's exactly it. Yeah, it's like... That's the thing I always go back to is like, at the end of the day, though, play however you want. If somebody tells you like, oh, no, you shouldn't play like that, or don't do this, just stay away from those people. Play the game however it makes you happy. You know, sometimes I feel like we forget, myself included, that at the end of the day, no matter what City Skylines can do for you, you can have these awesome conversations, right? I've learned so much about city planning just from this game, and I've learned about an entire country. I knew nothing about the Netherlands 2 years ago. Hell, a year ago, right? And then we started this crazy journey, which then transferred into YouTube. And now I know about the country, and I'm learning about the history of it, and that's from a game, and that's crazy. But I feel like sometimes we do forget that, like, it's still a video game. And if you're not having fun playing a video game, why are you playing it? You know what I mean? Like, why play a game? It's a video game, right? Why play a video game if you're not having fun? You know, and again, it's something that I struggle with. There's times where like I should probably just turn off my computer and not play cities and just take a break, right? So it's something I struggle with. But it's a video game, man. If you're not having fun, why are you playing it? You know, it's like, I feel like that is forgotten because there's a lot of really cool topics that this game invokes that invite really passionate people in. You know, like Jay, who's very passionate. And with passion can sometimes come frustration. So, you know, it's yeah. You say fences, paths, and zoning roads get you. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Yeah, that's where it's just like, I wish there was an easier way. Like, I obviously, I love doing that stuff, Phobia, because I am, you know, I nerd out for details. But I wish it was, like, faster. I guess more streamlined, you know? Chrono is I'm curious. I'm going to go for a shorter one today because I missed, but sometimes I don't eat breakfast, but today I'm really feeling it. And the game crashed, so we're just messing around answering questions. Chrono, is Slay still streaming? Also, Chrono, welcome in. Dude, 1 hour videos this time, man. People are in for an insane amount of content. 1 hour? Yikes, dude. Having fun, then you're playing the right way. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's the right way because it's still a video game at the end of the day, you know? My style is completely a blend at this, but yeah. Yeah, but I love that too. Like, and there's other people that do that too, Matt. It's like, I know some people will hand place everything in a downtown, detail it up, and then zone out suburbs, right? Prez was doing that for a little bit. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I really like hand placing suburbs. You know? I really like hand placing them. Because I like to do little things like this. Like, yeah, I know you can do this in zoning, but oh, yeah, I'm doing it. Hey, fun fact. Did you know in City Skylines 2, you can just zone over something and it converts it to that? Isn't that cool? It saves a lot of time. It's nice. But, like, I like detailing little corner stores. And I've been a big city builder for such a long time that, like, YouTube has completely converted me to you know, like a small town city builder. Oh, heard. Corretto, dude, so good to see you as well, too, man. Hope things are well as well, too, Corretto. Yeah. Moose, how is water? Oh. So I can freely talk on my experience. So I assume that this is fine. I know that if I say anything sus, Cuboid will scream at me. And he hasn't screamed at me yet. So I think we're in the clear. I don't want to, again, because everything can be taken out of context. You all will take it however you want. Don't let me decide if you're hyped or not in the game. That's the biggest thing I can preface before I talk about water. Do not let anything I say be a dictator on you buying the game or not buying the game. You know, if you're happy for the game, stay happy for the game. Don't let me decide not to, although this is going to get a lot of people hyped. The water in Cities 2 is so much better. There's no flooding, right? I know that there was like some sussiness in the video. That's only because there was literally, I don't know if we have any, like there was this water source. I haven't seen a way to remove a water source. And because I was limited on time, I built over some water sources, which was sussy. It still didn't flood the city though, if you see in the video. Flooding isn't a thing. And if you terraform on the coastline, the water adjusts automatically without flooding your city. It is so cool. It is so freaking cool. They like the water, they literally crushed it. It is so well done. I'm sure that there'll be ways, like if you do a river, you know, so say you're on a hill and you have a river coming down and you terraform here, the water will flow out and flood your city. So there's that way to do it. But I'm talking about, you all have seen it countless times, right? Like we can do it right here. If I come in to terraform the coastline and we do this, 3 speed, watch what happens. This right here, not a thing in City Skylines 2. Not a thing that I have seen yet in Cities 2. The water automatically adjusts around it to the new height. So you don't, I have never seen this. And I literally was so curious about water and terraforming that I grabbed a map that looked cool and I terraformed the ocean. Like, I literally terraformed the ocean just to see what would happen, and I didn't see any of this. And I'm like, come on! On top of the fact that visually it looks, oh, chef's kiss. The fact that this isn't a thing, and I've only built coastal cities, you know, aside from rural Canada A, obviously. Wow, that city's around a river, and there would be flooding. Yeah, hell yeah. Like, hell yeah. A huge, huge W, yeah. Yeah, so I like, thinking about building a Dutch city in Cities 2 when we get the assets, you know, when Jazz has built 300 canal homes again, it has me very excited because I feel like I will really be able to capture the Netherlands even better in City Skylines 2 and just the way that the Dutch work with water, you know? Like, I feel like it's just going to be like European builders that do, because there's other cities that do stuff. You know, the Netherlands is obviously most famous for the way it's actively waging a war on the ocean, right? But there's other canal areas, you know, hell, you've got Venice. Venice would be so much more doable, in my opinion, in Cities 2. Again, you'll need mods, you'll need assets, right? Because there's still, you know, you wouldn't be able to get, like, the correct look. But that being said, the way that the water works, like, it's so much better. It's so much better. Yeah. That isn't an indication that they removed water physics altogether. Yeah, exactly. So water's still, like... Yeah, I don't know. Like, there is still physics. A river... So when a river flows down to the ocean... I guess I wouldn't call this physics because it's visual. But it's kind of physics. The way that the water flows down visually... They do this effect to it that, like, it looks like a river meeting an ocean. If you've ever seen water, any type, a creek, whatever it might be. If you've ever seen a river meet an ocean, the way that the water looks, personally, they've nailed it. Like, I think it just... chef's kiss, you know? We must, Mattis, we had to save this, yeah? We must save it. Yeah, there's, exactly. So it's like, yeah, I guess the biggest way is like, yeah, that's a good way to say it, sane. Like, obviously, again, to preface, if you want to flood your city, you can. Again, if there's a river on a mountain, so say you have a river flowing down to here, and you flatten the terrain over here, you're going to flood your city, right? That is absolutely still a thing. You can absolutely still flood your city. But it's not, like, the fact that you can terraform this without the water flooding, like coastal terraforming, oh my god, it's so much better. Like, it is literally night and day. It's exactly, personally, how I, because I could go in and do, you know, flat terraform and build out the Netherlands, you know, and not have the city flood, so. I'd be so, I'm so pleased with the water, yeah. It assumes that we have the ability to terraform, but we also have the ability to manage the water. Yeah. Like, I think a lot of people, y'all are going to be very happy with the water. Like, y'all are going to be very happy with it. Yeah, Venice has extreme flooding. Yeah. So we better do our Venice builds on CS1. Well, yeah, I mean, you know, fair. That is very fair, yeah. Can you comment on how big the mountains are? I don't know the exact size, but big. Does that help, Maverick? I don't know the exact size, but they're big. And holy heck, I don't know how it is, because again, we can't talk on the editor. Can't talk on performance. Not that that matters to this discussion. But the way that a mountain meets ground or water, or like the way it slopes down from peak to base. Here's your peak. And here's your base. From peak to base. Right? Do the motion with me. Peak to base is so much more realistic. So much more realistic. And being somebody who, like, literally, I can go to my balcony right now and look at gorgeous, realistic mountains because they're realistic because it's real life. And so you don't get more realistic graphics than real life. The mountains look really good. Yeah. The mounts look really good. Yeah, I don't know about settings, because some of it falls under performance, right, Coretto? So I would say it's a no-go. Yeah, I would say it's a no-go just because some of it falls under performance. It's like, well, you could just not talk about the performance. Yeah, but I would assume that they blanket it. Like, I don't know their exact stance on it. I could find their exact stance on it, but I would say probably it's a no-go still, yeah. But assume, Coretto, there's a date that's been leaked that technically we can't announce until tomorrow, but you will get your answers, Coretto, sooner than launch day. Settings, performance, and editor, you will be getting those answers sooner rather than later. Yeah. And I just can't say the date, despite the fact that if you go ask Kodiak the Kodiak right now, that person may or may not tell you the date. So I don't know who shared it. It's out there. I'm not going to risk saying anything about it until tomorrow. Tomorrow we're allowed to mention it, but yeah. Yeah, Q might be able to help us well too, right? Because obviously everybody knows, but Q's on NDA as well too. So Q will be able to field it better. I play very safe because I'm so nervous about everything. Yeah, probably a little bit safer than I need to, but I'd rather be safe than get kicked from NDA. You know? Save it, the vanilla Dutch build. With that one, I mean, I have seen grids. You know, you look at cities like, what's that new modern one? Almere. Almere has some grids. I mean, I saw some grids near Alkmaar as well, too. You know, so it's like they exist. But yeah, mountains be thick. I'm not 100% sure, but I think if you terraform ground underwater to raise it up, the water that would be displaced is now just deleted. Oh, I might try that out, Q. Oh, shoot, that's a good shout. Yeah, I'll try that out, Q. Good shout, good shout. So, oh, there we go. Yeah, like 4x the max height, I think. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, because I don't know the exact height. I just know that they be big. They be big. Doing the motion. You can't see, but I'm doing. Yeah, it's Thursday. Thursday in New Zealand. Any chance to see a close-up look on the vehicles? Do you mean in here? This is just City Skylines 1, so I absolutely can. Yeah. But City Skylines 2, I can actually literally show you a close-up because it's in the video of City Skylines 2. I think it's my first cinematic shot, I think. Ads, cool. I'm giving myself ad revenue right now. Look at that. Even I could just give myself ad revenue. But like right. Yeah, let me turn that down. There'll be a shot here that'll be as close as I can get it. Let's do it in 4K. Right here. So this is like as close as I can get. This is like right beside them. A little bit too close, maybe? I like this shot a lot, but I can pause it like there. This is a very close-up. I don't know how the quality is because it's like rendered over through stream, but I heard the quality is better on YouTube, stream-wise, than Twitch. So it'll probably look better on here, yeah, honestly. But this is as close as I can show now because I can't launch the game because I get in big trouble. Also, Ali, welcome in as well, too. And it'll be Thursday here in 45 minutes. It'll be Thursday here in a day. Because it's 10, well, it's almost 11. It's almost 11. And you can kind of see them in one of Slay's. Yeah, one of Slay's Reddit thumbnails. Yeah, actually, my pictures do have good shots of them. The trains. If you want to see the trains, look at my Reddit posts. Yeah. The first one that caused all the drama. Dude, why, like, that... I've used so much tilt shift, Natalie, because I think tilt shift is awesome when used. In general, it makes photos look really cool. You know, it gets you that miniature vibe. But I think it looks really cool in City Skylines and City Skylines 2. But the comments of, like, flaming Slay for using tilt shift, when I'll post photos of tilt shift and not get flamed once. Yeah. Yeah, I was really... I'll run it back, because this is the part that I'm most pleased with, if I'm being honest about the video. I was really proud of this intro here. I was really pleased with how it turned out, yeah. And I'm very happy I decided to not redo the video. Yeah, because I'm much happier with this. Yeah, same. Because if you take a look, I guess this shot has decent variation, but like, also, fun fact, did you know that this vehicle here, this is somebody moving into the city? So I noticed that vehicles moving into the city or out of the city, they have trailers with stuff. Isn't that cool? Yeah, so vehicles and buildings will look even better in my next video, which the date will be announced tomorrow on when that video comes out, and it looks like it's going to be a Vancouver-Toronto series. So that'll be exciting. I also expect an announcement on the current state of Rural Canada A and City Skylines Netherlands. Expect a hiatus on CS1 content for about 2 months, I would say, and then we'll go forward from there. Maybe less for Rural Canada A, or yeah, I don't know, we'll see. But like doing, because I want to do 2 different City Skylines 2 videos. I want to do a build series based around Vancouver and Toronto that is unlock all, freedom to create, but I also want to start a city that is completely vanilla, no unlock all, progression on. So we're going to do 2 things, and it'll be whatever. It's not themed off of anything. It'll be Canadian because I just build Canadian stuff. But if I factor that into my regular schedule, that's 4 videos a week. Not happening. 2 videos a week is already stressful with Twitch streaming, and I've been tempted to cut back on streaming. But I like the schedule that we have now. But yeah, expect there'll be a big announcement in the community section on YouTube about the future of the channel, what it's going to look like for content, what you can expect, and the state of Rural Canada A as well as City Skylines Netherlands. Yeah. I'm gonna watch the video after the live stream because I was sleeping. Oh yeah, no, gamer, no worries at all. Yeah, no heckin' worries at all. I mean, already, like, that's crazy, y'all. Like I don't know what we. Dude, 253, like, like that for me is mind-blowing numbers. That's, y'all, that's so cool, man. Y'all are too heckin' kind, dude. That's so cool. Hey, yo, Slay's playing City Skylines 2? Slay? Wait, I don't want to risk this on stream. Let me go to just chatting. Y'all can stare at my face. I want to test something with you, Slay. Slay, I'm gonna I'm gonna test something with you. If I click here, oh god, this is so risky. And I click your name. It says I can watch you playing City Skylines 2 if I click this button. I'm not risking it. I'm not risking it. No. But it says I can watch you play. Yeah, Slay, imagine not right in here. I'm going to remember that. It's going to sit with me for a couple years, probably. The vehicles are highly more... Oh, so much more realistic. Yeah, so much more realistic, Ali. 100%, yeah. Yeah. So much. Slay, you want a VC today? Slay, you want a VC today later? I'm going to wrap up pretty quickly here because City Skylines 1 crashed. So I'm going to wrap up shortly here. Slay, you want a VC today and play some Skylines 2? You want to VC? Also, I cannot stand the chat delay on YouTube. It's so late. Like, I can see the messages coming in now, and they're about something I talked about literally a minute ago. A chat delay makes me sad. Head to watch, dude. Hey, Next, thanks for the support, man. I really appreciate it. Accidentally clicked the button, Moose. Let the impulse thought. Hey, it was very... Ty? It was very close. It was very close, yeah. It was very close. No, you didn't click me, Papi. Well, I might. Also, chat, we've been listening to Halloween Lo-Fi. Y'all been enjoying the Halloween Lo-Fi? I think we're gonna do that. It's DMCA safe because it's Lo-Fi Girl. But we've been listening to Halloween Lo-Fi. It's I kind of vibe it, you know? Yeah, Shane, we're going to wrap up pretty soon here. Don't worry. Yeah, we're going to wrap up soon. I wanted to keep it short today. I would have done it longer, but cities wanted to crash, and so that's cool. You know. Yeah, I had to, Slay. I had to. Yeah, gotta, yeah. Yeah, Shane, have an amazing day, and thank you so much for stopping by, too. Again, to all of you that stopped by and even watched the video, so the video is what, 55 minutes? That's 55 minutes of your own time that you took to stop by here. And even if you don't watch it at all, you took time out of your day to check out the content, and that really, really means a lot. It's really cool. And a huge shout out to City Planner Plays today. That shout out was like, that was crazy. To even be in a shout out with Slay3K, Teddy Radko, and Toady are like literally three of my favorite heckin' people. To even be in a shout out with them from City Planner Plays, that bucket list. I'll tell you that right now. Bucket list moment. Honestly, that's so cool. I need more. I know, Natalie. We'll probably wrap up shortly. I'm just letting chat flow in. I'm letting chat flow in, and we'll wrap up here in about like 5 minutes or so. We'll hang out here and look at beautiful vanilla. You know. Y'all excited for the crowd control stream as well? Imagine still playing CS1. I literally can't. This is literally, yeah. Literally can't. No, wait, this is CS1. For legal reasons, I literally can. I literally can. For legal reasons. Yeah, no, imagine us not getting invited to the Moose Slay VC session. Yeah, you know, it's just, it is what it is. You know what I mean? But I go and invite Slay3K, and we're just going to hang out. Yeah. Yeah, Ty, we're NDA'd out of our mind. Ty. Also, Ty, imagine not inviting me to see the Wonder Years with you. So, you know, it goes both ways, Ty. Imagine not inviting me to see Just Friends with you. Yeah, it goes both ways, you know? Literally can't talk to people. Yeah, Nax, you can come. Nax, you're invited to come. Oh, Slay said no. Well, okay. My bad. I don't know what your security clearance is. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I don't think anybody does. I don't think anybody does, yeah. Zero population, is that a new stream? Wait. But there's homes. Wait, why is there no people? Hold. Ah, there's no power and water. Yeah. Hold on, everybody. It's gonna be all right. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Then 3-speed it. Oh, sewage. Hold, sewage. Yeah, there we go. Slay, please. So there hypothetically were people, yeah. It's always an open invite if you get your ass down here. Well, you know, it is what it is, I guess, eh? Chat, I did chest yesterday at the gym. I'm feeling... My chest is hurt. Yeah, that explains the... that explains the loss of money. SMH, modded players, am I right? Modded players can't handle the vanilla lifestyle. Modded players, SMH, dude, SMH. They can't handle the vanilla lifestyle. Yeah. Are you sure you don't? No, I'm new here. Nax, I need you to teach me. I'm new here. They left when their slumlord left the basic services unconnected. That's fair. Yeah, you know, it is what it is. It happens. Yeah, I think that's a good spot to wrap it up. I know it's a shorter stream, but yeah, we're celebrating 2,000 subscribers, so I guess let's wrap it up with like a 2000 thank you, like a thank you thing. Apologies that I couldn't show you the modded build I had planned today. Cities crashed in the background. We had already gone live at that time, and so it doesn't like load in on that. But yeah, y'all, thank you to everybody who stopped by the premiere. Thank you to everybody who supported the channel since day one. We hit 2,000 subscribers, which is crazy, and I think we're even like, I don't know what the exact count is now, because I can't see anything in OBS Studio. And I closed the one window, which I should have kept up, but like, y'all, anybody who stops by, every single person who stops by to check out a video, that's time out of your day, and I want you to know that I appreciate that so much. Whether you like the video or not, you took time out of your day to check out the content, and that means so much. Also, Mr. Mason, hi! Hi! Chat, I got to VC with Mr. Mason for the first time yesterday. That's all I think I can share that. I got to VC with Mr. Mason for the first time, and I'm just going to tell you, mind-blowing experience. That blows my mind. I used to watch Mr. Mason's City Builders episode constantly. I've watched it more than I can count on hands. I watched it a bunch I did a road trip to Calgary during the pandemic, and I was binging the City Builders series, and I kept going back to Mr. Mason's video because he had some cool points about nature and the way that people play. He's a really cool person. Anyways, aside from the point, Mr. Mason's in chat. That's mind-blowing to me. That's so cool. But yeah, thank you all so much. 2,000 subscribers, man. That's crazy. That is, I set out a goal when I came back to YouTube of hitting 1,000 subscribers by December, like end of year goal. And we're at 2,000 and getting closer to 2,500, which is insane. But every single one of you subscribers, you're not just a number to me or a goal to hit. Every single one of you, you mean so heckin' much to me. Getting to know you in comments, getting to interact with you, whether it's through a stream or, you know, through the premieres of videos, right? You have no idea how much your support means to me. Like this, you're literally making, you know, pipe dreams come true. So I appreciate it so much, man. I'm so humbled, so grateful for the support on this. It's been wild. It's been a crazy journey. And I'm really in love with YouTube, man, and creating content for all of you, and excited to see where things go when Cities 2 comes out. But yeah, I think that's a good place to wrap it. There's the chat delay, which always makes me sad. So I'll see your chat messages that you're probably typing out right now in like 30 seconds. But yeah, we'll wrap up the live stream there. So here is our ending screen. And I miss raiding. That is one thing I like about Twitch, that we can go raid another YouTuber. But yeah, I'll give you all time to go check out all the videos, because most of us did 1 hour videos. So go check it out. I'll be back on Friday over on Twitch. No City Skylines Netherlands episode this Friday because the focus is on the Cities 2 video. And yeah, we'll wrap it up, and I'll be back on Friday. Back on Friday. Check out the video if you haven't. Thank you all so much for the support. Next up, 3K. Yeah, see, I'll talk to you all soon. See you Friday.